Hello everyone, welcome back to another Spirit Island playthrough. In this video, I have Eyes Watch from the Trees going up against France level 6. So, as always, I will cover the adversary first. We have the Kingdom of France Plantation Colony. They have an additional loss condition, Sprawling Plantations. Before setup, return all but 7 towns per player to the box. Invaders win if you ever cannot place a town. Then their escalation, demand for new cash crops. After exploring on each board, pick a land of the shown terrain. If it has buildings, add a blight, otherwise add a town. At level 1, we have Frontier Explorers. Except during setup, after invaders successfully explore into a land which had no buildings, add an explorer there. Then we have level 2, Slave Labor. During setup, put the Slave Rebellion event under the top 3 cards of the event deck. After invaders build in a land with 2 explorers or more, replace all but 1 explorer there with an equal number of towns. Now, I have a very hot take with Spirit Island. I actually don't like playing with the events. I actually really enjoy the predictability of the game without events. And I don't like having like a really good game and then the game just being over because you pulled the wrong event. And I know you can like play in a way that like plans for the events and like I just don't want to have to learn every single event in the game in order to play optimally with them. So I'd rather just not use them and keep the game largely predictable. So instead of pulling and actually resolving the event cards, I just have 4 event cards here. And I'm just going to pull them off each turn until I get to the Slave Rebellion card. So these are just 3 random events that I don't plan on resolving. It's just to include this event in the event deck so I can resolve it when it actually comes up. So then we have level 3, Early Plantations. During setup, on each board, add a town to the highest numbered land without a town, add a town to land 1. So I have done that here. Level 4, Triangle Trade. Whenever invaders build a coastal city, add a town to the adjacent land with the fewest towns. And then level 5, this is like the least impactful level in my opinion. Slow Healing Ecosystem. When you remove a blight from the board, put it here instead of onto the blight card. As soon as you have 3 blight per player here, move it all back to the blight card. And then level 6, Persistent Explorers. After the normal explore, on each board, add an explorer to a land without any. Fear card effects never remove explorers. If one would, you may instead push that explorer. So this, I think, is a really big jump up from level 4. I actually have a decent amount of experience against like level 4 and lower France. I don't have a ton of experience at level 6. And level 5 in level 5, in my opinion, is basically the exact same as level 4 in most scenarios. So it really is just like level 6 is just a massive jump from level 4. Okay, so that is France. Put those towns back on there. And the spirit I will be playing is Eyes Watch from the Trees. Their special rule, Dahan trusts the Watchers. After one of your powers adds defend to a single land, gather up to 1 Dahan into that land. They are growth options. Reclaim cards, gain a power card, gain 1 energy. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Growth 2, add a presence at a range of 2 and add a presence at a range of 0. And growth 3, gain a power card, add a presence, and gain 1 energy. And then their innate power, Mischief and Sabotage. Fast, 1 range from a sacred site targeting land with invaders. 1 moon, 2 plant, 1 fear, defend 2. 2 moon, 3 plant, 1 fear, defend 4. 2 moon, 2 air, 4 plant. instead do 3 fear and defend 6, and 3 moon, 3 air, 5 plant, instead 5 fear and defend 12. So this is, I think, the spirit I have the most experience with from Horizons of Spirit Island. I really enjoy playing this spirit. Okay. So we will put all the presents back onto the presents tracks while hearing a car rev its engine outside. And then we will explore. So we have the wetlands. So the wetlands we'll explore here and here. And then after the normal explore, on each board, add an explorer to a land without any. So I will add an explorer to, oh, I don't know. We'll put one in this jungle. Okay, so now my unique powers. We have Boon of Watchful Guarding, 0 energy fast, no range, target any spirit. In one of target spirit's lands, defend 4. The target spirit may pay an energy to instead defend 8. We have Eerie Noises and Moving Trees, 2 energy slow, range of 1, target any land, generate 2 fear, push up to 2 explorers or towns. Mysterious Abductions, 1 energy fast, range of 0, target any land, 1 fear, 1 damage. And lastly, Whispered Guidance Through the Night, 0 energy slow, target a range of 1 from a jungle with your presence, target any land, gather up to 3 Dahan. If invaders and Dahan are present, gain 1 fear. Okay. So I am going to start by gaining 1 energy, adding a presence at a range of 3, so I will add 1 to this jungle, because it is 1, 2, 3 away, or 1, 2 away. And then I'm going to gain a minor power. We have Entrancing Apparitions. This could be really good. Rouse the trees and stones. Skies herald the season of return. And Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark. Ooh, man, we got some good cards here. I think I might take Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark. Man, they're also good. Because Entrancing Apparitions gives me a defend, which is a Dahan gather, and if no invaders are present, I get to gather 2 explorers, which can basically stop a build from France. So that could be really good. This is just a bigger defend, but also has that plant element. I think I'm going to take Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark. I think that's kind of a tough choice, but that's what I'm going to go with. And then we'll gain 1 energy from my presence track. I will play Whispered Guidance Through the Night and Eerie Noises and Moving Trees, and that'll cost 2 energy. We will go to Fast Powers. I have 1 moon and 2 plant, which will give me 1 fear and defend 2. So I can gain a fear, and even though they're not ravaging this turn, I can still target a land to defend it, which will gather Dahan there. So I'm going to target this wetland and gather a Dahan into here. Okay. And then Invader Phase, they will build in the wetland. So this wetland will get a city. And then whenever invaders build a coastal city, add a town to an adjacent land with the fewest towns. So I'll add 1 to this mountain. And then This will also get a city. And then, oh, and then I have to put an event card off to the side. Just making sure that I'm not missing anything. And then they will explore the mountains. So, not great, but explore there. Then explore here, and then we have to add an explorer to a land. Without explorers, I'll add one to this jungle. Okay, now for slow. At a range of 1 from a jungle, I can gather up to 3 Dahan. If invaders and Dahan are present, gain a fear. I'm going to target the jungle itself and gather 3 Dahan into there and generate a fear. Then I will use eerie noises and moving trees to generate 2 fear and push up to 2 explorers or towns from a land at range of 1. So I'm going to push 2 explorers into this wetland. I think that'll be good. And that'll stop them from building over there. Okay. I just realized I pulled a town from the supply when I should have pulled it from the limited. So let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. So back to the growth phase. I'm going to gain a energy, add a presence, gain a power card. Well, there's an argument to be made. No, I think it's fine. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna gain an energy, add a presence into this jungle again. No. Adding a presence to this wetland. And then I'll gain an energy from my track as well, and then I will gain another minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sky stretches to shore could be incredible. Rites of the Land's Rejection. That could be good. Unquenchable Flames. And Gift of Living Energy. Sky stretches to shore. Doesn't do a lot this turn, but it could be invaluable later just to make stuff slow to fast. Preventing builds and lands with Dahan is also potentially really good. I think it's between these two. Neither of them really have my elements. I mean, Lights of the Land's Rejection has Moon. I'm gonna take Sky Stretches to Shore. That might be a mistake, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I will play Boon of Watchful Guarding and Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark. Okay, so that'll be 1 energy for that. And then we will go to the fast phase. Boon of Watchful Guarding. In one of target spirit's lands, defend 4. I will defend 4 here. And then Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark. I will defend 4 again and push up to a Blight. So we're gathering some Dahan into here and defending 8. And then I can, with 1 moon and 2 plant, I can generate a fear and defend 2 somewhere else. But I don't think I will. Mostly just because I don't have another sacred site. So that'll be that. Go to the invader phase, move an event over, look at our fear card. It is each player removes an explorer or town from a land with disease. That's pretty good. I can remove an explorer town here, so I'll remove this town. And then they will ravage in the wetlands, so this wetland will blight. And then this wetland will ravage for 8. I'm defending for 8. The Dahan will counterattack for 6. And so I'm going to have them kill the town. Oops, kill the town for 2 damage and generating a fear. So I still have 4 damage left. I'm debating just getting rid of all the explorers and kind of leaving the city there. But I think I will kill the city and an explorer. Generating 2 more fear, get a fear card. Then the mountains will build. This one will be prevented from the disease. And then they will explore the sands. So 2 explorers here. 2 explorers here. And then I have to add an explorer to this mountain. Okay. Awesome. I have no slow, so all of that will go away. And then I'm going to add a presence, gain 1 energy, and gain a power card. Again. This time, I'm going to add 1 to this jungle. Gaining 1 energy, gaining a power card. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Purifying Flame, Territorial Strife, Mesmerize Tranquility, and Weep for What Is Lost. I'm going to take Purifying Flame just because it has plant. That's pretty much the only reason. And then we'll gain 1 energy from my track. And I get 3 card plays, so I will play all 3 cards. I get 1 moon and 2 plant. Actually, I won't play Sky Stretches to Shore because it is a... Well, I mean, I get to Purifying Flame. All it does, though, is just kill this explorer. I don't think that's worth 1 energy. So we'll do this. I will use Mysterious Abductions, generate a fear, and destroy, deal 1 damage at range 0. So I will kill 1 of the explorers in this wetland, I think. Things are going to get a little out of hand for a second, but I'm hoping I can deal with it later. And then I'll 1 fear and defend 2 in this mountain, and I'm going to hope that the fear card can do something about that explorer. Yeah, it'll be fine, surely. Otherwise, I'm just losing a Dahan for no reason, but that won't happen. Fear card. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, and each defend 2. Hey! So I'll add another defend 2 there. Unfortunately, it's not one of my powers, so I don't get to gain, gather another Dahan into there and kill all of it. But that's okay. So they ravage in the mountains. The Dahan will kill this explorer. Then they will build in the sands. So this will get a town. This explorer will turn into a town. This will get a town. This explorer will turn into a town. I'm realizing I only have one town left. A little spooky. They will explore the wetlands again. So get an explorer here, and then 2 explorers here. And then I have to add an explorer to this mountain again. Okay. Everything will scooch over. Not ideal. Oh, and then escalation, I'm going to add a town to this wetland. Cool. Purifying Flame, I will do 1 damage per blight in this wetland and kill this explorer. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so now I will reclaim, gain 1 energy, gain an energy from my track, and then I will grab another minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Song of Sanctity, Encompassing Ward, Rain of Blood, and Savage Mobbies. Song of Sanctity is really good here. So I think I'm going to take it. Encompassing Ward is also extremely good, because it can let me gather Dahan basically anywhere I want, but I think Song of Sanctity will be potentially insane with Sky Stretches to Shore specifically. Did I... So 1, 2... I forget what turn we're on. I think I forgot to move an event over again. Okay. So I'm going to do something for sure, I think. I'm definitely going to let one of the lands blight. I'm going to play Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark. I will play Whispered Guidance through the Night. And then I will play... I'll play Mysterious Abductions for 1 energy. Okay. So going too fast, I will use Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark to defend 4 in this sand and gather a Dahan there. Then I will use Mysterious Abductions to generate a fear and deal 1 damage to an explorer in the wetland. And then I will use Eyes Watch from the Trees to gain 1 fear and defend 4 in this sand. So 1 fear, defend 4 here and gather a Dahan into there. Enough? Barely. Okay, so I will pass the turn there, and we will get... Oh, right, we get the Slave Rebellion event this turn. Does that change what I want to do? It does. Instead of Mysterious Abductions, I will play... No. It's fine. We'll stick with Mysterious Abductions. It's fine. Okay. Fear card. Oh, no. Sorry. Resolve the event. So we have Slave Rebellion. We're still on stage 2. So on each board, add a strife to a town. After finishing the event card, draw another one, then return this card to the event deck as per setup. And then aid the uprising. Invaders with strife take 1 damage per Dahan present. Add a Dahan per building this destroys. So I will add a strife to this town. And then invaders with strife take 1 damage per Dahan present. So this town will take 3 damage, getting destroyed, generating a fear. And then we add a Dahan for each building destroyed. And then return this card to the event deck as per setup. So it'll go back under the next 3 cards. Okay, fear card. Defend 3 in all coastal lands. That would have been nice to know before. Sands will ravage. These are being defended for 4. They're attacking for 5. This Dahan will kill a town, generating a fear. This Dahan will kill a town, generating a fear. And then this will build a town. This will build a town. And then this explorer will turn into a town. And then they will explore the mountains. So explore here, play 2 explorers here, add an explorer to a land that doesn't have one. That is not possible. Okay. And now, slow. I can gather up to 3 Dahan. If invaders and Dahan are present, generate a fear. So I'm going to shmove 3 Dahan into this wetland and generate another fear, which will put us at terror level 2. Okay. That'll all go away. Now, I'm going to gain an energy, add a presence at a range of 3, and gain a power card. So I'm going to place a presence into this wetland. And I'm going to gain a power card. We have Dark Entangled Woods, Entrap the Forces of Corruption, Haunted by Primal Memories, and Gift of Constancy. I'm going to take Dark Entangled Woods. Gain an energy from my track. Okay. And now I'm going to... So here's the problem. They are building a lot of towns. There's 2 there. and 3 here. So that's 5 towns. There's only 4 towns in the lands that are ravaging. So I have to do a little bit more than that. So I'm going to play Boon of Watchful Guarding, for sure. I'm going to play... Oof. See, here's my problem. I want to play Sky Stretches to Shore and Song of Sanctity to target this mountain and push all of these explorers out, so that way they don't build any towns at all. But then they're still adding 2 towns there, and they would be blighting one of these lands, because I don't have any moon in this. That's the problem. Alternatively, I do this. 2 fear, push up to 2 explorers or towns. Push 2 out. They're only building 1 town, so then that's still 3 towns. Oh boy. I also can't even afford this. So this, I think, is out of the question. Because I'm going to be paying 1... Where did I put that energy? Did I throw it back? I should not have. I'm going to be playing 1 on Boon of Watchful Guarding to defend 8 here. And then I can gather a Dahan into there and kill all of that. And then if I can defend this, that's 4 towns. So let me get a gauge of what's going on here. So if I defend both of these, that's killing 4 towns, but they are still building 5. Also, I just realized I didn't do the escalation. I have to either blight here or add a town here. I can't add a town, so I have to blight here. Forgot about that entirely. The only way to defend here is to get 2 moon and 3 plant. And the only way to do that is to play these 2 cards. But the problem is if I'm playing these 2 cards, then I can't get the defend 8 on this. And this isn't really doing anything. It's generating 2 fear, which is nice. Yeah, then I'm only defending 4 here and 4 here, which 4 there is enough, but 4 here is not enough. Would reclaiming instead be better? I mean, I wouldn't have known that because I already drafted a power card. But Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark would actually fix this entire problem. Okay. Well, no, because I placed a presence there for Boon of Watchful Guarding. That was the whole point. Oh, if I can somehow find a way to survive this turn, I'll be golden. Like if I do this again. Oh man, I can defend 4 here. It really comes down to if I can live this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh. I don't stop the blight here, but I think this technically lets me not die this turn, which is the most important part. Okay. So I'll spend 3 energy on Sky Stretches to Shore, Boon of Watchful Guarding, and Song of Sanctity. I'm using Boon of Watchful Guarding to defend 8 here, and I gather the Dahan into there. I'm using Song of Sanctity at fast because of Sky Stretches to Shore, targeting the mountain that had 3 explorers and pushing them all out. And that's it for fast. I don't have my innate power, unfortunately, because I did not play a card with Moon. But now we will move on to the Fear card, pushing an event over, and it is Explore does not affect coastal lands. Okay, so they will ravage the wetlands. This is defended. The city is dying and getting 2. These 2 towns are dying and generating another 2 fear, and then this Explore dies as well. And then unfortunately, this is going to blight, and both the Han will die, and I'll lose my presence. I was trying to avoid that, but alas, it is what it is. So we will go to Blighted Island. The Blighted Island card is Appall upon the land. Immediately on each board, destroy a presence and remove a town. So I'll destroy my presence that was in this wetland and remove... Removing a town is actually incredibly sick. So I'll remove a town from this jungle, and then just really hope that they don't explore in the jungles again. If they do, I have Song of Sanctity that I can make fast to stop from immediately losing, but yeah, not ideal, because then I'd also have to deal with this jungle down here as well. So jungles would be really bad, unless I push these explorers over here instead. Which probably would have been smarter in hindsight. Would it have been? I think so. Okay, so that's fine. More blight. 3 blight onto the blight card. Okay. And then they will explore the coasts, but explore does not affect coastal lands, so we don't explore at all. How sick is that? Also, I totally forgot to build. They build here, and then this explorer gets replaced with a town. Okay, but we don't lose. That's the critical thing, is we don't lose. And then after the explore step, we have to add an explorer to a land that doesn't have any. And so I will add an explorer to this mountain. Okay. This will all go away. And then... Whew. Now the problem is this mountain is cascading and then ravaging again. I really need extra energy. I'm really energy starved right now, but I don't think there's much of anything I can do about that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can defend this if I reclaim. Pretty sure. So I will reclaim. Gain an energy from reclaiming. Gaining an energy from my track. I will gain another minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this game is winnable, but it's going to be a little tight. Nature's Resilience is peak, Tormenting Rotflies, Scream, Disease into the Wind, and Sear Anger into the Wildlands. We are taking Nature's Resilience 1000%. That's huge. Okay. So now I'm just worried about this Ravage, and if I can kill everything in there, I don't really have to worry about it building. So, oh boy. We will What if I do this? Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark, Whispered Guidance through the Night, and Sky Stretches to Shore. I can afford it. It's 2 moon, 3 plants, so I'd get another defend 4, so I can defend 8 here and gather 3 Dahan at fast. So I'd be able to gather 4 Dahan into there and kill it. So I think I'm going to do that. That sounds really good. Okay, so we are going to Favor of the Sun and Starlit Dark, range of 1 from Sacred Site, defend 4, push up to 1 Blight, and if I have 2 Sun, which I do, I generate a Fear. So we'll generate a Fear, defend 4, push up to 1 Blight. I will push a Blight into this wetland, and then I will Sky Stretches to Shore to use a slow power as if it were fast, targeting Whispered Guidance through the Night, to gather up to 3 Dahan. If invaders and Dahan are present, gain a Fear. Also, I gathered a Dahan into there from my Favor of Sun and Starlit Dark, generate another Fear. Now I have 2 moon and 3 plant, so I will generate another Fear and defend another 4 there, so it's being defended for 8. I will choose to leave this Dahan into there, although I could gather it into there if I felt like it. And so that's that. Cool. Now then, Fear. Move the event over. Fear card. We are getting Dahan on their guard. In each land, defend 1 per Dahan. I really wish I knew that. Okay, so the mountain is going to Ravage. So all of these will die, generating 4 Fear, which will be a whole Fear card. Oops. Those 2 towns were supposed to go back here. Let me just double check my town count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're fine. And then this mountain will Ravage, but it doesn't Blight. The coast will build, so this will get a city. And then I have to add a town to an adjacent land that doesn't have one. So I'll add a town. I'll add it to this coastal land, so that way I can kill it in the Ravage next turn, hopefully. And then we will explore the sands. Okay, so this sand will get an Explorer. This sand will get an Explorer. And then I have to add a Blight to one of them, so I'll add a Blight to this one. And then I will add an Explorer to a land that doesn't have any Explorers. I will add an Explorer to this mountain. Okay. How many cards until 3? I'm wondering if I can get to a Terror level 3 victory somehow. I don't know if a Terror level 2 victory is possible at the moment. But we'll see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to place a presence at a range of 3 and gain 1 energy. Then I'll gain 1 energy from my track as well. I'm going to place a presence in this sand. And then I'm going to Mysterious Abductions, Dark and Tangled Woods, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, goodness. Okay, instead of that sand, I'll place it in the sand and play Boon of Watchful Guarding. Okay. So I will Mysterious Abductions, which will generate a Fear and do 1 damage in a land where I have presence. So I will destroy this explorer up here. And then I will generate a fear and defend 4 in a land adjacent to a sacred site. So I'll choose here, defend 4 here. I will then use Boon of Watchful Guarding to defend another 4 there. So I'm defending 8 here. Pulling 2 Dahan into here. And then I will use Dark and Tangled Woods to generate 2 fear and target this mountain or jungle and defend 3 there. So that was 2, 3, 4 fear. Okay. Fear cards. Moving this event over. We have Terra level 2. On each board, gather up to 3 explorers or towns from a single land into a land with 2 or more invaders. Wow. I will, in that case, I will gather all these explorers and towns into this jungle. Cool. And then we have skip the next normal explore. During the next invader phase, draw an additional explore card. Okay. So Coast's Ravage. This will deal 3 and be defended for 3. So this explorer will die, the town will die, generating another fear. And then these will attack for 7. I'm defending for 8, and these Dahan will fight back for 6, killing the town, city, and explorer, which will increase fear by 3. And then they will build in the sands. So this sand will get a town. And then we will skip the explorer and everything will shift over. I think we are at the point where, yeah, 1 fear wins the game. So, whoo, that was really tricky. I had to think through that a lot, but we definitely got there. Did I only play? Oh yeah, I could only afford that many cards. So we're just going to reclaim, gain an energy, gain another energy from the track. I'm not going to bother gaining a power card because I'm simply going to play Dark and Tangled Woods, generating 2 fear, which will put us at Terra level 3. And we win the game if there are no cities on the board, and there are, in fact, no cities on the board. So that was a tough one. I had to really, really think about that one turn where they were ravaging the wetlands. That was the critical turn. I knew if I survived that turn, I could probably keep the game going and turn it into a win, but man, that was a close one. But that is it. That was Eyes Watch from the Trees going up against the Kingdom of France. It's a little bit of a tricky matchup because you have to manage your towns by destroying them in the ravages after they build. But if you can do that, it's not the worst matchup in the world. I did get very lucky that they didn't explore those jungles, though. I still think I could have found a way around it with Sky Stretches to Shore and Song of Sanctity. I could have just kept reclaiming and like pushing all the explorers somewhere so that these this clump of explorers didn't end up turning into a bunch of towns and losing me the game. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.